This is something that's very hard to talk about, but if a loved one is killed in a drunk driving accident in Missouri, who can file the wrongful death claim? Hi, my name is Kevin Roach, and I'm a Missouri personal injury lawyer. In Missouri, there's really specific guidelines about who can make a claim, who can file the claim. Basically, it's the immediate family that can file a wrongful death claim in Missouri. Only one claim can be made. So if there's multiple family members that are in what's called Class 1, only one family member can make a claim. There can't be multiple lawsuits. So the family has to decide who's going to be the family member that makes the claim. And sometimes it's very hard for individuals to deal with, sometimes because it may require you to go to court. One thing that's unique about wrongful death claims in Missouri is that you have to file a lawsuit to get approval of any settlement that may be worked out between you and the insurance company or the at-fault party. In Missouri, the court has to check and make sure all the immediate family members that have a potential claim are notified. They have to be given notice of the court hearing, and the court has to make sure that the settlement is fair and equitable based on the facts of the case and the insurance coverage. Every wrongful death case in Missouri has to go to court. It has to get approval by a judge. There is a 3-year statute of limitations to file a claim, file a lawsuit. Other accidents, like in Missouri, if you're involved in an accident that does not involve a fatality, you have 5 years. Oftentimes this surprises people. They don't realize that they have a shortened statute of limitations for wrongful death claims in Missouri. You know, you have 3 years to file a claim, but I never recommend you waiting that full 3 years. It's very important to get an attorney early on in the case so they can gather all the necessary evidence and pursue your case. In Missouri, there's no limit on the amount of compensation you can receive for a wrongful death claim unless it's related to a medical malpractice claim. So most auto, truck, motorcycle accident, there's no limit on what you can receive in compensation. Oftentimes the compensation is limited by the insurance coverage, but according to the Missouri wrongful death statute, there's no limit on what that compensation can be. Some of the damages that you can receive are your funeral expenses, loss of companionship, loss of consortium, pain and suffering that the deceased may have suffered between the time of the accident and the time they passed. In Missouri, this is another thing that many people aren't aware of. It's called a survivor action. If someone has conscious pain and suffering in Missouri, which could be a substantial part of the claim, then they have a right, the family has a right to receive compensation for the deceased and any pain and suffering that they went through prior to their passing. We know that the loss of a loved one can be a very hard thing to deal with, very hard thing to talk about. It's very important to understand that you need to be advised of your rights. We're here to help you. We're here to walk you through the process. If you have any questions about your rights under the Missouri wrongful death statute, feel free to give us a call, visit our website.